Baby, Bahada and Daisy Duke is running this entire Baddies Gone Wild cast, and I am here for every single second of it. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And girl, we got to talk about Baddies Gone Wild, honey. Baddies Gone Wild is giving Baddies Africa a run for its money, and I am here for it. I am loving on this whole duo with Bahada and Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke seemed like she a real one. She is the eater of Baddies Gone Wild, and she do not play. Everybody in there knows that my girl is a real eater. And when I say my girl, I'm talking about my girl Daisy Duke. Now, Daisy Duke, you can tell she a regular average hood girl. You know what I'm saying? Who finally got a chance in front of the camera, but you can tell she been doing this all her life. And her and Bahada being the doggone wild card, Bahada coming from Australia, being, what is she, Caribbean or African? I can't remember. But Bahadi is a wild card within itself. Nobody expected this little bitty girl with the accent from Australia, with the ancestry from whatever part of the Caribbean or Africa she's from. Nobody expected her to pack that much of a punch inside that little bitty body. Yes, she had some questionable wigs. Yes, she had some questionable fashions. But still, my girl Bahada be here with the shiznai, okay? And I feel like y'all gonna have to put some respect on Bahada's name. Now, those two, like I said, been running shop, and I love it. I'm here for every second of it. I actually adore this type of situation because nobody expected these two girls to be the ones running shop. But obviously, it is what it is, and we're here. Now, I want to get into this episode with them moving into the house and all the things that happen with that, but I need you guys to do me a favor. First of all, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse. If you're a returning dollar dawn, welcome back. You guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Please, 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 whatever you do, don't forget to like the video, and do me a favor, grab your tings, your earbuds, your zaza, whatever it is you need. Let's get right on into the episode, honey. So now the episode opens up where we left off. Daisy Duke is battling it out with Coco. Mind you, they were all jumping on Bahada, and Daisy Duke realized, nah, I ain't gonna sit here and let y'all play with the girl like that. So Daisy Duke is beating the brakes out of my girl Coco. Now again, Bahada is the odd man out. She's not from America. She has the accent. She's Australian. She got a whole lot of things playing against her in this world of American politics. But somehow, some way, Bahada's still outside in these streets throwing them hands. You get it? The girl Gloss Up, she's watching the whole thing. And I'm wondering when Gloss is going to get into the field, into the paints. Girl, we seen you over there on Instagram, girl. What you going to do? Commentate like Ming Lee? Why is y'all here, Ike? I mean, I need y'all to get in the paint and do something. I appreciate your commentary, but girl. So anyway, everybody's upset with Bahada. They're claiming Bahada was in fights trying to bite people. Bahada says, girl, I would never bite nobody. But they played the replay, and it did look like the girls were pointing out the fact that Bahada was biting the girls that she was fighting. Bahada, keep your choppers to yourself. Okay, now Relly, is that her name? The little clear girl who acting like she black? Her with the headscarf on, with the shower cap on. Poor little tink tink. Girl, you got tore out the frame. And you still talking? It's different. I don't understand. And to the girl TT, now TT is getting into it with Bahada. TT got her issues going on, but at the end of the day, girl, TT, you jumping in something that had nothing to do with you. And speaking of something that have something to do with you, the people online saying that you's a TS. What's T? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think TT was a TS, but I did think Cupcake was a TS, and put a pin in Cupcake in this TS narrative. But TT girl, the people out here saying you is TS, and they said you posted a photo of your old self as a little girl, and although you did not have to do that, you did it. Thank you. And I'm gonna pull up the picture for Exhibit A, preferences and purposes of the video. So check out Exhibit A. Now, here's a photo of TT as a little girl. This proves that TT was born a woman and she is full-on woman. A lot of people might say, well, it doesn't make sense. Why is people asking this? Because they have been throwing a lot of zingers at us. And plus, Cupcake's voice is deeper than Barry White's. So, yeah, we are asking. I didn't ask for TT. I never thought of TT being a TS. The only person I had suspicion of was Cupcake. But either way, TT put her photos out here to show y'all, girl. Don't come for me. Shout out to TT. Even though you got on my nerves this episode, shout out to TT for the receipts, okay? Now, back at the scene, we got Daisy Duke still battling anybody and everybody who won't fight. Daisy Duke says she is the Muhammad Ali of Baddies Gone Wild, and all these girls on this show will respect her. And I think that everybody's getting that photo, so don't even trip. But it seems Coco can't catch enough. Coco wanted another round, and another round they got. And Coco, I'm of the belief of Daisy Duke. You can't beat her, Fat. Yay. See, sometimes you got to take your licks and take your L's. Just take it. You can't beat Daisy Duke. Even the doggone security guard in the confessional talking about how Daisy Duke molly whopping you all across the day. Girl, please. Coco, let it go, girl. You win some, you lose some, girl. Just move on, honey. Now the girl Rella jumping in, because remember, Bahada had beat her up and tore her face up, right? Now Rella got so much to say, but I'm over here saying, Rella, be quiet, girl. It already looked like Freddy Krueger done tore your face out the frame, girl. Just let it go. But Rella kept going and going and going until her and Bahada got into it again. Next thing you know, boom, Bahada done bopped her again. Bop, 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 bop. I'm just like, oh, Bahada, girl. I mean, I'm not even mad at Bahada. She did what she was supposed to do because Rella was talking. But Rella, do you not care about your face, girl? Duck and move. And look at Bahada in the confessional. They thought I was the weakest link. I was not eyes from Australia. Oh, Bahada, girl, you got enough feathers on to turn into an eagle. Do you hear me? Girl, get off of here, Red Robin. So now Natalie trying to play dumb. Oh, my God. You guys, what's going on? Pass me my vape. Why is everybody fighting? Is everyone okay? Do you guys need to fight some more? I have production. I have the cameras. What's going on? And so the girls are trying to explain to Natalie that basically, girl, you know, we had our little 1-2 yin yin. It was what it was. But girl, according to my girl, Daisy Duke, she like, girl, let's toast and get this over with so we can go down here and get these rooms, honey. So Natalie starts the toast. She got the girls ready, but she told them find their rooms. They goes running and scrambling and scraping to find their rooms. Of course, you know they're going to have rooms with 3, 4, 5 beds in them. And those are the rooms that people typically try to avoid so they won't have as many roommates, okay? So the girls go off to find their rooms, and it seems that most of the girls settled on somewhere to sleep. A lot of the girls found good roommates. Everybody was chilling. Everybody was cooling and ready to go, you know, get on with the rest of their evening. Now, Cupcake was sure to find the master suite, and I think that's because of other reasons, but neither here nor there. Cupcake found the bed, and Cupcake laid up in the bed, and for now, it's all cool for now. Because according to Cupcake, I'm in the bed, I'm winning, clock that T. You know what all the girls be saying and all of that stuff. But Cupcake, this ain't gonna be your bed for long, Fat. And you didn't audition. Girl, just tread light. This ain't gonna be your bed for long. So now everybody's getting settled in their rooms. Coco, and I forgot the 2 other girls' names, but they ended up pushing 2 beds together. Everybody's doing well. Everybody's minding their own business, doing their own naive. You feel me? But Bahada and Daisy Duke are in the same room. Now, Daisy Duke is already looking around, not really feeling the twin-size bed. But Daisy Duke says she gonna get a better room and a better bed, but just not right now. She's got bigger fish to fry. They gotta meet Natalie back downstairs to do some more baddie, shot o'clock, or Baddies Gone Wild, whatever they do, okay? Even Bahada is saying the same thing. She not tripping tonight, but tomorrow she's going to get that master suite because she said she done fought everybody. She deserve it. So now downstairs, Natalie does the toast, and they find out that there's a new slogan for Baddies Gone Wild. And the new slogan is Wild Bitches Take Shots. So that's the new slogan. Natalie's getting used to it. She's like, oh, okay. And Daisy Duke let her know that she made it up. Now, of course, Natalie takes this opportune time to ask if anybody had anything they wanted to get off their chest. Now is the time. Come on up. What's going on? Who beefing? You know how Natalie do. Natalie never meets up without a cause. You get it? So now Daisy Duke looked over to Coco and was like, you looking some type of way. I feel some type of way. Do you want to fight? Coco was like, girl, we can run it. And even Natalie was like, again? And they were like, yeah, we can run it. Now, this is my thing, though. Daisy Duke is a heavy hitter. She's a heavy girl. You're not just about to fight her and walk away. But Coco feel like she got to do her big one because win, lose, or draw, she going to get in the field. She going to get in the paint. Even though Daisy Duke already messed her eye up earlier, Coco don't care. She says she back outside in these streets, and it is what it is. So into the blender, Coco goes with Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke told her every which way but loose. As a matter of fact, Daisy Duke messed up her eye even worse than it was before. Now, Coco, I don't know if you thinking about this at the latter part of this time, but honestly, this wasn't even worth it. It ain't worth it. Girl, you didn't have to fight her no more. Like, why? And then Bahada, she ready to get back in the paint. It seemed like whatever Daisy Duke do, it heightens Bahada. It's like Bahada be like, bet, tag me in, I'm ready. You feel what I'm saying? So now Bahada ready to get in the paint. But the problem is the person she getting in the paint with is Rella. Rella, girl, you ought to be tired of getting beat up. I mean, I get it. The black aesthetics, the hairstyle, the nails, the talk. I get it, girl, but yeah, why? Why? She done already tore your face up, girl. It's not really this deep, girl. Get out the confessional and go do something. And look at Coco, Shina and all, still talking her crap. And I'm just saying, girl, y'all is really thrown off. I think y'all get checks. Y'all crazy. Why is y'all still on here going in and these girls done already pounded your faces? This doesn't make sense. So after that squabble, Natalie attempts another wild just take shots type of time, but she notices over in the corner two of the girls, I want to say is Shay and I forgot the other girl name, they over there being antisocial and none of them is coming over there taking shots. So Natalie looked over and was like, ho, is y'all cool? Like, y'all way over there, what's up? And they like, oh, girl, yeah, we good. But the whole thing is, y'all trying to be different. Y'all trying to be separate from the group. And Natalie caught it. And Natalie called y'all out. And now all of a sudden, it's, oh, no, girl, it ain't that deep. It's cool. Girl, we'll see. So now Jenna Leese decides that this is the perfect time for her to confront Shay. And Shay is just like, girl, go lay down. But Jenna Leese is just like, girl, me and you could fight. We could battle. We could do whatever it is we gonna do. But the problem is Jenna Leese can't fight. But Jay can't fight neither. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation if you get it. But ultimately, Shay was like, girl, if you don't leave me alone and let me live. But Jenna Leese is already on 10 and ready to go. So it's just like, girl, let's just see both of them get beat up so we can move on. You feel me? And he'll go to fight. Girl, it looked like two Scotties fighting. Girl, this fight looked like if somebody cloned Scotty and put them in a ring together and told them to fight it out, that's how the fight was gonna look. Both of y'all look so bad because both of y'all lost. Y'all look a mess. And look at Cupcake. Cupcake tried to jump in and fight and Cupcake got beat up. Cupcake was trying to break it up, at least I thought. Girl, Cupcake was told every which way but lose. Cupcake, how you lose in a fight where both of them already losing? Girl, you can't make this up, but I think Cupcake not swinging back because Cupcake know Cupcake a TS. That's what I think. I don't know. So now after that fight, Natalie was like, wow, bitches, take shots. Wow, bitches, take shots. Pass me my vape. You guys, go and get ready for the club tonight. We're going out. You guys are gonna love Rio. It's going to be great. Get ready. Take showers. So the girls decide instead of going straight to get ready, they go up into the confessional and these girls are having a good time in the confessional. This is very nostalgic. Hadn't seen the confessional in reality TV in a long time, but ultimately it seems like a good time and it seems like this is going to be good for the show. So now Cupcake and TT, remember, they are roommates. And Cupcake is sitting down talking to TT about everything that happened. And Cupcake was like, girl, these girls are really in here fighting. And I'm over here just trying to figure things out. Like, what's tea? And TT, for some odd reason, really thinks that she's like a fan favorite. She thinks that she's one of the girls that we all like. And we really don't. We don't even like your hair color. We don't. Honestly, TT, girl, you need to tread light and calm down. You really do. That's why Daisy Duke gonna beat you up. Girl, please, move around. So the girls gather around just to talk and hang out. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's trying to get to know each other because they're going to be in this space together. And Gloss Up is in the confessional cranking it up, talking about this, that, and the third. But Gloss Up, I don't hear you say nothing on the show. I'm just saying, school teacher, I hear you saying a lot in these here confessionals, and I'm here for it. But when it come down to the show, you be mom's the word, huh? And Rella got into the confessional talking about how people been trying to attack her and look at her face and look at what the girls did to her face. And I'm saying, girl, let me see a close-up, girl. Let me see your face. Girl, Rella, that should have been the last fight. The last fight you had should have been the very last fight you ever have. Girl, it looked like you went to bed and somebody was in your dreams hollering, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And girl, he jumped through the mattress and sliced you down to the ground. Girl, Rella, you look so bad. Girl, you let that girl beat you up like that? Do you like that? Don't fight no more, girl. Don't fight. Let the other girls fight. You watch and then you break it up. You look a mess. Girl, she beat you bad. And doggone, this is the part that got me. Girl, Daisy Duke was sitting down talking to Bahati. And tell me why Daisy Duke told Bahati, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You got Rella, but the other 3 girls done whooped your ass. They tore your ass off the frame. I said, girl, Daisy Duke, you did not have to tell that to Bahati like that. But Bahati don't care. Because Bahati says she's still outside and she's still gonna swing, win, lose, draw, tie, whatever the case may be, my girl gonna swing. As she should. That's what she's supposed to do, swing and keep on swinging. Go ahead on, Bahati. So now the girls decided they wanted to go for a late night swim. Everybody's like, oh, this is lit. And of course, somebody always has to take it far. Shay got bucky naked. I'm not showing the picture on here because I'm not trying to get striked down to the ground. But Shay is over there trying to get butt naked or getting bucky naked. And she caught the eye of Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuka Barbie's little sister. Look at her, little dagger on the low, talking about, ooh, I didn't see Shay. Girl, I knew you was very masculine. I knew it. I knew when you were saying, suck my D. I knew you really had one. I could feel it. Your sister too, but I could feel it. Girl, just say you came here to get an old lady, girl. Why you doing all of this? This is not this deep. And speaking of an old lady, she in a hot tub kissing on the girl Shay, and all the girls done walked around and seen her. And she want to holler, oh, I rebuke the devil. It's the devil. No, girl, you is the devil. It's you. Girl, I'm with the girl Bahati. This is not doggone kissers. This is baddies. Girl, this is not the love connection. This is baddies. Y'all supposed to be fighting, not scissoring. So anyway, back at the doggone spot, I think the girl named Janelli and TT keep getting into it because TT said that she almost fought Janelli's mama, but Janelli lied and said the mama was the cousin, but she was really a clear woman out there calling black people the N-word. Now, according to TT, she said she didn't start this. Is it TT or is it M? Hurricane M. I think it's the girl Hurricane M. She said she didn't start it, that the other girl started it, and the girl feel like, girl, I didn't, you brought it up. They played the doggone flashback, and it turns out Hurricane M, if that's the girl, I don't know, all these hoes light skin, there's too many of them. But either way, she said she didn't start it, but it turns out you did. You the one brought it up. We would have never knew. She was lying saying her cousin was her mama and her mama was her cousin, and she was the clear KKK member. We would have never knew if you wouldn't have told us. That's the girl, Hurricane M. That's her. Girl, we would have never knew, but it don't matter. Just stand on your square and say, girl, I didn't appreciate your mama playing with me, calling me the N-word. Now, I didn't pop her, but I could have popped her. That's all you got to do is say, and if you keep playing, I'm going to pop you in lieu of your mom. You get it? So now these heifers about to square up to fight again, and it's just like, girl, for why? First of all, if that's the girl named Janellis, is that her name? I hope I'm not mixing these girls up. It's only episode 2. Give me a break. But if that's the girl, she can't even fight. Like, girl, she fight like she got clear in her. She just can't. Now, they done got the twisting it up. And of course, the girl Janellis, or the one with the mama cousin girl, she done got mollywopped. Duh. Now, it's time to go out. And this is what made me feel like, Cupcake is a TS. First of all, Cupcake is botched. And I'm not body shaming, so don't get on here. But then, you body shaming. Shut your ass up. That ain't what I'm doing. I always thought Cupcake was a TS because of Cupcake's voice. And now the body? Ew. So anyway, the girls are on the bus getting ready to go out. Everybody's excited. Everybody knows not to fight out in the club. They're excited to see what Australian clubs have to offer. And I've never been, but I can go out on a limb and say probably not much. But either way, girl, get on out there and get to this booking. Now, Coco said she went and got dressed anyway and put on a pair of blue blockers to block her black eye that she got from Daisy Duke. She said because one monkey don't stop no show and one gorilla don't stop no snow or something like that. I don't know, girl. But either way, she put her glasses on with her black eye under there and went out to the club. And my girl said she did her big when she looked cute or whatever the case may be. So let's roll on. Now, at the club, the girls are feeling like celebrities. They say they got fans all the way out in Australia. Poor fans probably thought they was going to see the other baddies, but they getting to see these new girls that they don't know. Either way, they'll get to know them by the end of this doggone season, and I'm pretty sure they'll love the girls. But these girls are out having a good time, doing their booking per usual, drinking out of the same bottle. Yes, 12 to 13 bitches got a waterfall, a small bottle of Don Julio, because they all broke. Girl, talk about a swig, huh? They got little people in cages. I think that's what we call them now, little people, huh? Yes, little people in cages. It's a lot going on. Ain't my type of hype, but it is what it is. Shout out to the Australian people. Or where they at? They ain't even in Australia, girl. They in Rio De Janeiro. Shout out to the Rio people. So now after the club, the girls get home and your girl Daisy Duke felt like she wanted to be a mediator between, who was the two that was fighting, girl? Was it Jennalise? I can't remember. I don't remember. Either way, girl, she was trying to be a peacemaker. And so she decides to gather all the girls and go to a room so they can have a conversation. But the girl, Jennalise, got drunk thinking she wanted to go catch up with TT and the rest of them girls. And she ended up getting beat up. Girl, it was a lot going on. Daisy Duke ended up beating her up. You know, she didn't really want to, but she did what she had to do because old girl was drunk and tripping. Even she said, girl, I picked on the baddest bitch in the house. I'm tripping. So now Daisy Duke and Bahada felt like they've had enough of sleeping in that room. It's the next morning. Daisy Duke said her back hurting from sleeping on that hard twin size bed. And she's going over to the queen size, the master room to get that master and at least sleep in there because she needs to be comfortable and she fight too good to be sleeping on a twin. And I concur, you know what I mean? So she goes up into the room and she tells Cupcake and TT like, hey girl, yeah, I'm moving up here because I'm not sleeping on no twin size bed and I'm gonna share this room with y'all. Now Cupcake is not hearing all this. Cupcake don't want to share no room because Cupcake don't want nothing to fall out, allegedly. Anyway, Cupcake hop in a confessional with an alto voice to tell us that basically, hey, I don't know what's going on with Daisy Duke, but Daisy Duke not coming over here. But since you on here, let's get the allegations out the way. So the people is saying that Cupcake is a TS. I don't know this to be fact, but I did find these receipts on Twitter. Now don't drag me because I didn't say it. This is what the Twitter people said. But this is Cupcake now. Cupcake has a stature of a man and the voice is kind of alto tenor type tease or whatever. So somebody went pulled up old pictures and they say, I didn't say it, allegedly. Please don't go around saying Voodoo told you. I ain't tell you nothing. I'm just giving y'all what the people said on Twitter. They said this is Cupcake and Cupcake old name was Jasmine, but Cupcake birth name is John. Allegedly. I don't know. Now, I've been telling y'all they've been sneaking stuff on us in these reality TV shows. They've been doing it for scolds and blows. It's just now we're paying attention to catch on to it. I don't know if this is true. I do know Cupcake had a couple fights, but Cupcake didn't swing, and that would make sense on reason why Cupcake didn't swing that much. Again, I don't know if this is true. This is all speculation, but this is what they said, okay? So now back at the room, we got obviously, like I said, Cupcake getting into it with Daisy Duke and Bahada, and they don't care. They not hearing no for an answer. They are there to collect and to basically get that room because they're not about to go back and sleep in that room that they were in. Now, this is the problem. TT is in the room, and TT ain't never had no issue with none of these girls. But TT also feel like, girl, what y'all not about to do is punk me on my bed. Like, yeah, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel some type of way, but y'all not about to come up here and punk me on my bed. And you know what? I respect that. I wouldn't want nobody to play with me on my bed neither. But that's not what this is. According to my girl Daisy Duke, she like, listen, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no trouble. I just want to move my stuff up here, put my name on the wall, and be able to come sleep and sit down. But Cupcake and TT is not having it. And these are not the two to not have it with during this time, because these girls are ticking time bombs. That's what they do. So Cupcake had hurry up and snatch their names off the wall and put her name back on the wall, and TT and whoever else name or whatever. And this did not sit right with my girl Daisy Duke. This didn't sit right at all. And as a matter of fact, I have a hankering that Cupcake is going to pay for that. Okay. So anyway, back into the room. Cupcake goes to grab the blanket off the bed where Bahada is sitting, telling Bahada to get off her bed. Bahada's like, girl, I'm not going nowhere. This our bed, girl. I'm tired. My back hurt. I'm not going back in that room. We gonna have to fight it out if that's just the case and what it's gonna be. And sure as I got a nose on the face, these heifers started swinging and tearing it down. Bahada got on top of doggone Cupcake and pounded her face down to the ground like cake. Do you hear me? Pounded her down to the ground. And I kept saying, get up, Cupcake, get up. But now that we feel like Cupcake and TS, we glad Cupcake stayed down or whatever. So anyways, the fight ensues. Everybody's fighting. TT is still trying to hold stuff down, but still let the girls know that y'all not about to take me in minds. But at the end of the day, girl, you gonna have to battle with my girl Daisy Duke. And Daisy Duke is a heavy hitter. She's a heavyweight. She don't mind battling nobody, girl. This ain't the battle you really want. And look at Bahada on top of Cupcake. Get off of Bahada. Get off her. Girl, Bahada might have she might be a bit, what do you call it? She might be bipolar a little bit or something. It's got to be something on Bahada. Something is on the girl. So now, my girl Daisy Duke happened to confessional to tell us that she was trying to be cordial with TT and tell TT that they sleeping up there. She said, but TT really thought she could really just say anything to her and play with her, you know what I'm saying, talk out the side of her neck, and that's what TT cannot do. So she said she had to put the balls on TT, girl. Now TT is over there trying to save face, talking about, no, bro, it's my bed, bro. It's not that big of a deal, bro. But girl, these girls come from the hood. They didn't never have nothing. So these girls ready to bang it out and fight it out over nothing. Like, girl, what is you on? So Daisy Duke tell Cupcake, she said, Cupcake, I'm going to ask you one more time, Kool-Aid. Let me put my bags up here on this bed. Let me go get my stuff out my other room and come up here and we can sleep together, Fat. If not, it's going to be real bad for you. I'm telling you now. But Cupcake didn't want to hear it. TT didn't want to hear it. They feel like they got to fight for their own room and their own honor. And TT, I will say you tried, Fat. You did. I ain't going to lie. You should have just shared the bed. But she tried. She tried to stand her ground with Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke was kind of like pushing her, like, girl, go ahead, girl. Now go ahead before I put the paws on you. But she don't, TT don't listen. So now these heifers head to head like two red-nosed pit bulls getting ready to bash each other upside the head. And I'm over here saying, Lord have mercy. I hope they got medics on standby, girl. I feel so bad for TT. And like I say, Daisy Duke, yes, she's being a bully. Yes, Bahada is kind of being a bully. But for some odd reason, I can stomach it from these girls. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Who knows? I am, But anyways, the fight ensues. And obviously, as we all know, Cupcake told TT a new frame as far as we saw. But we will catch the next part of this fight or the final part of the fight next week. But this is where the episode stopped. What do you guys think? Drop down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.